Vegetables on Fridays are stupid. So when this lady or the media tells me to eat more veggies after a long, brutal week, I'm all like, ew. Why? Because vegetables on Fridays are stupid. I'd rather have pancakes or a delicious chocolate cupcake or even cake. I'll even take a piping hot pizza after a long week. But then again, this guy will haunt me with the whole, where's the protein, bro? So fine, I'll eat pizza with protein on top. So now the question is, what can a 307-pound fat guy with horrible genetics that loves carbs teach you about losing all the weight you want? Hi, I'm Mike. I have an unusual but awesome loophole to share with you that only works if you really love carbs, sweets, and salty foods, yet you still want to lose 10 or more pounds. And this unusual loophole transformed my life from this to this, just after crying in public and almost having an embarrassing heart attack at my old high school. In fact, you can use this same loophole that saved the life of Lori Whitfield, a 61-year-old out-of-shape woman who experienced sudden weight gain not due to a poor diet or lack of exercise, but because of the same hidden symptoms I was experiencing that she didn't even know she had. Now, how did she lose 19 pounds in 21 days, propelling her life-saving transformation of losing 66 pounds in just 5 months and keeping it off? Taking her from this to this, without any miracle supplements, suffering through a bland diet, or any extreme exercise. Now, you'll need to keep an open mind because, well, fitness and diet experts hate this controversial method that I want to share with you that melted off 115 pounds, including 14 inches from my waist, as well as 66 pounds from Lori, and recharged her metabolism while flooding her body with youthful hormones, giving her a glowing, healthy appearance in just a few weeks. You see, Lori was extremely frustrated with her weight for years after following the typical generic weight loss advice. You know, things like long, grueling workouts with endless jumping and pounding your knees and suffering through diets of green vegetables and baked chicken. Yet, her big breakthrough didn't come through this crazy lady or this meathead guy at the gym. Instead, I shared a loophole with her I stumbled on from Cornell University that changed her life forever. This loophole is so powerful and so outrageous, I quit my gym management job so I could spread this loophole to thousands of people. Not only will I share this unusual loophole, but you'll also discover how the same old advice of eating less and moving more is crippling your ability to burn fat. Yet even worse, you could be on the verge of a heart attack and not even know it because of this one hidden symptom. Things like eating carbs after the age of 35 or chocolate is going to put on weight, and why eating more so-called healthy vegetables is not the answer to weight gain after 35, and how forcing these foods leads to stress fat when your body traps fat around your stomach, even if you're slaving away with grueling exercise, and even if you're suffering boring diets like gluten-free, low-carb, or so-called healthy cookbooks. In fact, you'll see the scientific evidence that chronic dieting and eating these boring healthy foods leads to weight gain, especially in women, while drastically slowing down your metabolism, aging you faster than ever. However, the most shocking truth behind Lori's breakthrough and my own will be revealed. So stay with me, as you'll see how to use this diet prison jailbreak loophole, and you'll see why you'll never have to see a treadmill or play a grueling workout DVD ever again. So be extra careful you don't click out of this window, because you will miss out on your biggest breakthrough that could save your life, much like Lori's. You'll be given specific and simple action steps scientifically proven to aggressively burn off dangerous excess fat from your body and keep it off, including your trouble spots, while boosting your confidence and metabolism, giving you incredible energy, plus dramatically reducing your risk of horrible diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and even high blood pressure. Not to mention giving you a new glow, making you look as much as 10 years younger thanks to these age-reducing secrets. And no, it's not some kind of magical supplement, nor will you have to put up with long, draining workouts or any complicated diet program, which is why it works for men and women at any age, especially for those over 35. And it doesn't matter how out of shape you might be or what kind of shape your body has, because this science is based on your unique metabolism. Now, in case you're wondering, here's why I'm sharing this with you. The weight loss industry has an annual revenue of $20 billion using deceiving marketing tactics behind popular exercise DVDs with these silly secret exercises from what are coined as keyboard fitness trainers, selling worthless weight loss products without having any experience. Frankly, I'm sick of them feeding from your frustrations, all while showing off red Lamborghinis and living in multi-million-dollar homes, waiting to prey on you to buy their cutting-edge program with even more lies. But they are not the only one. I am just as guilty too. Let me explain. You see, I've spoken at multiple fitness and nutrition seminars, and I was even awarded Personal Trainer of the Year twice Plus, I was named Fitness Entrepreneur of the Year in 2013 and recognized by Men's Health because of the positive impact I had with thousands of people sharing this odd advice. Yet, it wasn't until recently that I stumbled on an unusual study that reveals this powerful revolution you're about to see, and once you grasp it, it only takes about 30 seconds. You can implement it and instantly feel a surge of energy and experience a faster metabolism, feeling 15 to 20 years younger. Now imagine for a second experiencing the energy you had in your 20s, even if you're in your 40s or 50s and beyond. Now imagine seeing your shirt no longer clinging to your belly and your jeans feeling looser. I'm living proof that you'll look and feel as good, if not better, than you have the past 20 years. Now remember, the loophole I'm about to share with you is super simple and easy to use. And that's why you'll be able to see visible results in the mirror in the next few days. Now, even though your results are astonishing, you might not believe how simple it really is when you first hear it. Now look, I was skeptical when I first stumbled on this groundbreaking scientific breakthrough, practically hiding inside Cornell University, that no health expert has ever shared. In fact, I've heard it all before with the hundreds of studies that come across my desk every week. Yet, when I experimented this study with hundreds of my clients and myself, it caught my eye. Now get this, 6 clients in a row winning transformation contest after contest, putting $1,000 every time in contest money in their pocket, even with thousands of people voting, including Lori herself, a busy grandmother. Now suddenly, I had a shocking growth in my fitness business based on referrals alone. And I got to witness before my eyes hundreds of men and women, much like you and I, try these simple methods themselves and experience radical, life-changing results. And when you take advantage of this simple loophole starting today, it will reset your metabolic point, which is the rate in which you burn calories at rest, by increasing your metabolism by up to 450%, helping you enjoy a lot more wiggle room in your diet even during the entire weekend. Not to mention helping you feel young again by eliminating dangerous toxins that have been stored in your body for years. Just like Lori Berardi from Atlanta, Georgia. She went from a size 22 to a size 14 in a matter of weeks, including 10 pounds lost in her very first week. Or Nancy Langston from Dallas, Georgia, who lost 32 pounds in over 24 inches, and even got to shop for a whole new wardrobe. And then there's Bobby of Rhode Island, an extremely busy minister, lost an amazing 57 pounds and has kept it off for years. Now, why he emailed me his before pic to the right is beyond me. Now, let me ask you something, just in case you're still skeptical. If this was a fluke, you think it would have worked for people with horrible genetics? That's why I wanted to share one of my favorite clients of all time. Here's my dad, Bob Whitfield. All right, so I'm kidding a little bit. But he did lose 67 pounds in 5 months, including 34 pounds in the first 4 weeks, just in time to help on a mission trip to Ecuador. And in his words, do the things he couldn't do before. And here's Robin Finkel, who in her 50s lost a whopping 51 pounds, including 21 in her first 4 weeks. And really, what it's all about? Lori is told all the time that she looks at least 10 years younger. And here's what Mandy Gable, a busy mom from Jasper, Georgia, had to say. Mike, being a single mom, I didn't think I had time to lose weight and was just too busy. But thanks to your simple advice, I lost my final 15 pounds. I am now one hot mama. Thanks again, Mandy Gable. Now get this, these are just a few of the thousands of comments and emails I've received on the many breakthroughs men and women like you are having. All right, let me tell you how this loophole works and how it will transform your body just like it did for me. In fact, I've been able to keep off my weight now for over 10 years. And as you can see, I'm a very busy father of 2. In fact, that guy on the right there is worth 2 to 3 children alone, trust me. Now, even though my work has been published in Men's Health, Yahoo, Turbulence Training, and Early to Rise, plus I've been interviewed by PBS, all while speaking to over 600 fitness professionals from all over the world and being named the Trainer of the Year twice, I am no different than you. In fact, I have horrible genetics. I was still able to melt off 115 pounds and 14 inches off my waist. And now remember, I actually hate vegetables. I just stumbled on this loophole, made it even better, and it forever changed Lori Whitfield, a grandmother in her 60s. But not only does she look and feel better after losing 66 pounds and 21% body fat, she also gained self-confidence. Now she's paying it forward by sharing that confidence and energy with her kids and grandkids. Yet even though I showed her the science behind why this loophole works, Lori was still skeptical, which I could totally understand. Now get this, after her complete makeover feeling 20 years younger, she wanted scientific proof from a doctor. So she went to her physician. Her heart was stronger. Her blood sugar was lower than ever, allowing her to eat more carbs while maintaining a lean, strong body, which is great because she'll need that amazing energy for her grandkids. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a fantastic report to hear from your doctor, right? especially because just months before, Lori was 66 pounds overweight, suffering a crawling metabolism while constantly feeling sluggish, making her irritable with her friends and family. Lori had the desire, she just struggled with being too tired to walk on a treadmill or join a fitness class, and she certainly didn't have the time to live in a crowded gym infested with meatheads and germs. I can still remember her telling me how she would cry herself to sleep at night out of frustration. She would do amazingly well for a bit, sticking to a diet and even exercising for several weeks, but instead of losing fat getting easier, it just kept getting harder. She would get so frustrated with her clothes not feeling looser that she told herself to exercise even longer and diet harder. Then things got worse. Lori, who was only 61 at the time, didn't know she had what's called metabolism damage, which is when your metabolism practically shuts down due to stress from chronic dieting and exercise. And this increases your hunger and cravings. Metabolism damage affects thousands of men and women, especially over the age of 35. Plus, metabolism damage leads to weight gain faster than completely abandoning your diet and sitting still all day. However, Lori didn't know she suffered from this. She just thought she had to try harder. Extremely frustrated with her lack of results, she looked to the internet for answers. That's when she got all the contradictory advice. Many of the sites recommended doing more cardio. Some swear by doing high-intensity workouts that pound your knees, hips, and back. In one site, well, they claimed carbs were practically the devil, and that she would never lose weight if she enjoyed eating any carbs. Overwhelmed and in tears, she was on the verge of giving up. Now, even though her doctor warned her that her current blood sugar and pressure was taking her straight to a sudden heart attack, which, of course, can lead to death. And I know how she felt. I've cried those same tears. Fear captured her. If I don't lose weight, I'm not going to be around to see my grandchildren grow up. I'm going to always feel too tired and embarrassed to go out with my family and friends. This was the biggest wake-up call of Lori's life. She knew she needed to lose some weight, but she didn't know that over time, she had been slowly feeding her metabolism damage. Her clothes were feeling tighter and tighter, and she refused to have her picture taken because she was just too embarrassed, and she dreaded getting tagged on Facebook. Now, even though she wasn't successful at this point, I'm still proud of her for trying. She did try it all, much like thousands of men and women. Weight Watchers, low-carb diets, suffering on a treadmill, and numerous exercise programs that made her limbs feel like a turtle walking through mud. That's her words, not mine. Now, here's the thing. All these programs are designed for you to suffer a strict diet, track every bite eaten, all while wrecking your metabolism. She thought it was what she was supposed to do, but she always ended up with being more disappointed with nothing to show for it. She told me she was always hungry, having insane cravings, especially at night. And this is what led to her metabolism damage, practically begging her body to store fat. The little calories she did eat would cling to her thighs and belly, leaving her body no fuel for energy to stay awake, to play with her grandkids, or even focus. This explained why she struggled to firm up any muscles. Her muscles were not getting any necessary vitamins and minerals needed to actually firm up. Suddenly, she found herself feeling guilty about wasting all her money on things like Weight Watchers and diet books, not to mention hardcore exercise programs, making her feel like a turtle walking through mud, robbing her of money, time, and energy. She even told me that the Jenny Craig meals were a joke and more like a light snack, keeping her hungry all day. And worse, thanks to the stress her body was going through, she was storing visceral fat, which is the deadliest fat that can easily lead to heart disease. Lori knew it was just a matter of time before her heart would no longer be able to work at her current weight, creating a storm of grief from her family. And to think it was due to all the dieting with so-called healthy foods and doing way too much exercise while destroying her joints, causing even more stress. Surgical weight loss, such as gastric bypass, would be way too risky for someone her age. Suddenly, she felt hopeless. How in the world can I lose 66 pounds when I struggle just to lose 10? I even struggle just keeping myself from gaining weight. Now remember, I'm not sharing this with you so you can feel sorry for Lori. I'm sharing her powerful story with you because frankly, we are on earth for just a short period of time. You see, that's exactly the point I'm sharing with you. Your heart will beat just one last time at some point. And the more metabolic damage you have, the faster your heart will completely stop. Yet even faster if you have any visceral fat, which is fat stored around your stomach. Now, Lori was not ready to tell her grandkids goodbye. Fortunately, she was shown this miracle loophole that saved and changed Lori's life forever. Now, I never would have stumbled on this loophole had it not been for this miraculous morning. I remember as if it just happened. It was January 1st of 2003 and the alarm went off. I rose up, rubbed my eyes, and then got out of my warm bed and got ready. I didn't know the temperature outside other than it was a freezing, bitter cold. I drove over to my old high school track. I parked the car, and then I thought, this is it. Now here I was, over 300 pounds, about to run a few laps. I had no idea what I was doing, but I had to do something. My first lap was going to be a warm-up of just walking. I didn't realize the warm-up alone would almost crush me. After just one single lap, I was exhausted. Tears started to fall down my cheek. In fact, I thought I was having a heart attack. Am I too late? Will I be able to do this? Doubt and fear captured my soul. The fear of a heart attack did go away, and I went ahead and powered through with determination. I would jog a little, then walk a lot, jog a little, and then walk a lot. Roughly 20 minutes later, I decided that was enough. That was day one. I started, and it was the most important day of my entire journey. Here I am now, over 12 years later, with my family, 115 pounds lighter and in much better shape at the age of 40 than I was in my 20s. It all started because of that day one. And looking back, I made a huge mistake. You see, while I was losing 115 pounds, I stumbled on this shocking Cornell University study that dietitians and fitness experts have hidden for several years. It was like, yes, I see why I was struggling for so long. I was practically given the keys to escape from diet prison. In fact, I'm really embarrassed to admit this, but it explains why I was not getting my clients' results early on in my fitness training career. I was falling flat on my face as a trainer because the men and women I trained were mostly in their mid-30s to 60s and were paying me to help them lose weight, yet we're not seeing a single difference on the scale or in their clothes. We tried increasing their cardio, drastically reducing their carbs, and even resorted to dietitian-approved meal plans. Yet their clothes were still tight, their bodies weren't changing, and the scale showed the same frustrating number week after week. Then my jaw dropped. Something landed on my desk that I could not believe. It was the incredible breakthrough study from Cornell University. This explained everything, including my clients and my own frustrations. Here I was texting and calling my clients constantly, giving them encouragement, including reminding them of my favorite Bible verse, which was on the back of my business card when I was a trainer. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. Hebrews 12:11. But the big mistake was, we've been following discipline all wrong. And I suddenly realized my workouts were definitely fun, but they were too long. And my clients were not eating nearly enough carbs, wrecking their metabolism. They would continue to feel sluggish if I kept giving them strict meal plans to follow. At first, I was confused. What if all I'd learned all along about fitness and nutrition was a lie? How can that be? Then I read the proof of the science behind this loophole, which astonished me. That's when I discovered why men and women 35 and older cannot lose weight unless they had these miracle genetics. It was this day I found out that they are experiencing metabolic damage. Now remember, that's when your body is encouraged to store more fat because of a sluggish metabolism. And no matter how hardcore you diet or exercise, or how much water you drink, or how many detoxes you do, you will never lose a single pound. Now, even though the proof was right there on my desk from a prestigious university, I was still skeptical. Then I read it again and realized that the study gave real-world actionable steps to take advantage of this loophole. It's practically destroyed everything I learned about exercise and diet the last 9 years. So I had a conversation with my friend about it. I asked him, when do you think people struggle the most on their diet? Now keep in mind, this friend of mine was the gym owner. He responded with, the weekends, for sure. Exactly. That's what the study showed following men and women for an entire year. You see, that is the number one problem that's going on with millions of people worldwide, keeping them from achieving their desired physique and health. It's called decision fatigue. Decision fatigue is when you fight temptation for a long period of time, more than a few hours. In fact, you may spend anywhere between 3 to 4 hours a day resisting desire, and your willpower decreases up to 60% as the day goes on. This stresses your body, including your psychological state, and that brings your metabolism down to a crawl, which is the beginning of metabolic damage. Now, when you don't proactively correct this important condition, you easily gain more weight, especially around your waist. Now remember, this is the most dangerous fat, which can lead to heart disease, obesity, and rob your body of energy. And worse, visceral fat shows strong links to cancer. This fat is highly active and constantly pumps poisons into your bloodstream. The problem is, visceral fat can be stored not only in your belly, but also in your thighs, hips, and buttocks. And many times, you don't even visibly see it because it's buried under your regular body fat. Now get this, Not only does chronic dieting and excess exercise lead to metabolic damage, it is also caused by stressful environments, such as a demanding job, strained relationships, and being frustrated or even depressed about your weight, not to mention the stress of paying your bills. So no wonder you might be struggling with willpower and eating all the wrong foods. Now, after seeing the look of "I give up" on my clients' faces, I decided to experiment something unusual with the Cornell University miracle that landed on my desk. The experiment paid off, helping my clients lose up to 27 pounds in just 30 days. Now get this, that's not even the best part. They would continue losing weight after those 30 days, averaging 2 to 3 pounds every week, and keep it off by revitalizing their metabolism, removing dangerous toxins from their body, and overcoming metabolic damage. Plus, recharging their once dormant youthfulness while melting all the fat they wanted, including trouble spots like your love handles, thighs, and stomach. Now, after consulting with dozens of nutrition experts, including a holistic wellness registered dietitian from Canada, I was told, you're pretty much going to free men and women from diet prison, and they will feel like they're 23 again. Then it hit me, much like this hilarious photo that I've never seen before, but I thought it was funny enough to put in this presentation. This is going to reform the fitness and health industry forever. I asked myself, how could I harness the power of this Cornell University study and make it even better? So I would get up every day at 4 a.m. before my family would wake up and before I trained my clients, dissecting every angle. I would go over it with every single one of my clients one by one, outlining every simple detail, including the shocking recommendations to splurge all weekend. The look on their faces after just a few days was indescribable. And what they shared with me amazed me. An abundance of new energy they haven't felt in years. But that is just scratching the surface. Several lost 5 to 9 pounds in just 7 days, while enjoying pizza, chocolate, burgers, chips, pastries, and more all weekend long, without any hardcore exercise DVDs or even going to some random boot camp. It was becoming evident that I was onto something, especially when 100% of them admitting having more focus, energy, and clarity as the day went on. Now, the part that really surprised me, even though the plan required way more carbs and fats to their so-called diet, which is obviously much different than what we've been told by the media and other health experts, they lost weight faster than ever that first week. In fact, on average, they would lose 3/4 of a pound of fat per day. Even though they were losing fat faster than they ever have, they didn't even feel lethargic and sluggish like they did with other diets. Plus, they reported that they felt stronger and more resilient, and even felt more mobile and alert than they have in years. Experiencing all of this while indulging in a hot pizza Friday night, piles of French toast drenched in syrup on Saturday morning, grabbing a juicy burger and piping hot fries with their family on Saturday night, and attacking a lunch buffet after church on Sunday, with absolutely no guilt. And in a nutshell, they were breaking the law of all diets. And you can imagine the gym owner's reaction to me recommending these foods to my clients, right? Yet when they told the gym owner about their cholesterol going down and trashing their blood pressure medication, including men and women in their 60s, he just said to me before I went home one night, "Mikey, you keep doing what you're doing." Now, even my clients' doctors were baffled at their progress. After all, these kinds of health readings are typically found in people in their 20s. However, I got to see men and women in their 40s, 50s, and even 60s with deteriorating metabolisms thanks to metabolic damage transform right before my own eyes. The next thing you know, I was meeting with people from all over my community from 5:30 in the morning to 8 at night, all to take part of this loophole that I stumbled on. The same loophole that I shared with Lori Whitfield that changed her life and undo her metabolic damage, not to mention break her free from diet prison. Now, after giving this simple loophole to hundreds of men and women at my facility in Dallas, Georgia, I dreamed about shaking the health industry and sharing this with the entire world. I stumbled on this hidden treasure that can drastically improve anyone's health and physique without suffering any boring diet, with scientific proof that you indeed can reignite your metabolism and even reverse your aging process, all while losing all the weight you want. And within just a few weeks, see a visible, drastic difference in the mirror and in your clothes. Now, why in the world would I not share it? After all, it's not the generic eat less and move more advice. It's the same advice that helped me become a better husband, and as well as a better father and role model to my 2 young sons. Now, frankly, I can't imagine my life without them, and had I not done something about my health using this loophole, they would be without me. Frankly, I can't imagine my life without them. Every morning for the last 2 or more years, I've written in my gratitude journal, thanking God for removing my doubts and fears, which has led me to this, making it my mission to prove to the world that anyone can have their day one without ever stepping onto a track, treadmill, or doing any kind of cardio, and without suffering through a frustrating diet leaving you hungry all the time. So far, I've helped 51,338 men and women from all over the world overcome their disappointment with fad diets and draining workouts, and help them transform their bodies and reclaim their youth. Now, even if they have horrible genetics like I do. Now, once I saw how to take such a big advantage of this loophole, I wasn't sure how to introduce it to my clients. Because you know it and I know it, you have to see the proof work on someone else before you would even consider starting it, right? That's exactly what Lori Whitfield was facing. A 61-year-old woman who was absolutely frustrated with her weight and was on the verge of giving up. I could see the look of defeat on her face because I've seen it in the reflection of the mirror myself. So I asked her, what's going on? That's when she told me her ultimatum after visiting her doctor. It was either improve your health immediately or you won't be alive long enough to get to know your grandkids. Knowing she was in her 60s, I'm not going to lie, I wasn't sure if this loophole would work for her. She was overwhelmed with guilt and felt like a failure because she thought it was her fault that her past diet and exercise programs wouldn't work. Not to mention admitting she just simply waited too long to do something about it. I smiled back at her. First, I told her my own personal story of losing 115 pounds and 14 inches in my waist while reclaiming my life. Then I shared just a few of the amazing stories of other men and women who were struggling, yet rejuvenated their health, felt more alive, and transformed their bodies in a matter of weeks. So I asked her point blank, are you willing to at least try this unconventional approach for 21 days? She told me she was desperate and was willing to try anything, especially for her young grandchildren. Because this approach is so simple and there was nothing complicated to learn, she was able to start the very next day. She promised me 21 days and she knew exactly what to do step by step. And you know what? She would text me, using a plethora of exclamation points to show her excitement. My clothes are already feeling better. My attitude is so much better. I could get used to this. Now, on day 8, that was my favorite day. She let me know her jeans were already too big. It reminded me of when I called my friend Tom from the dressing room at JCPenney. Tom, I'm down another size. I shouted for all the employees to hear. And Lori's friends and family were shocked. She was looking slimmer with a thinner face. She suddenly had a glowing personality, and her husband noticed her change too. The next thing you know, she melted off 19 pounds in 21 days and continued to drop a whopping 66 pounds in 5 months and has kept it off for years now. Now, when Lori's girlfriends asked her what her secret was, they expected to hear about some new supplement or some intense boot camp. After all, they were struggling themselves. Several admitted that they were miserable and frustrated, yet Lori was ecstatic with excitement. And her friends saw that, so they followed the loophole as well. Just like Robin, a grandmother herself who dropped over 51 pounds. This magical momentum grew my one-on-one weight loss coaching to the point of grabbing the attention of PBS Georgia just to interview me. Men and women would drive 40 or more miles to meet with me because of the difference they would see week after week. Suddenly, people from all over the world were experiencing life-changing transformations. They were experiencing way more than weight loss too. They flooded my inbox with stories of more energy, more focus, and feeling decades younger. In fact, I was even getting Facebook posts and messages, including one of my favorites where Jane said that she started to see her flabdomen getting a wee bit flatter. Now, this was coming from complete strangers thanking me for sharing my story and this loophole that would change their lives. So after much debating, and yes, even praying, I decided it was time to get this loophole to as many men and women as possible, even at the risk of dietitians and exercise experts pounding on my door, threatening me to stop. Now, remember that day one morning I told you about? When I almost gave up? God had a plan. He wanted me to be transparent and share my story with you. And so you can have your day one as well, yet with a much better, easier plan to charge your fountain of youth, overcome your genetics, and awaken your leaner, stronger, and more vibrant self. So I quit my gym management job. And the gym owner completely understood. In fact, we're still friends to this day. So it began. I would rise up at 4 a.m. and put what I had learned and implemented with my one-on-one weight loss coaching clients into a simple transformation day-to-day layout, using 3 powerful, strategically combined studies, with this loophole from the Cornell University study being the foundation. Now, you've never seen any dietitian or fitness expert share this underground study because that means they can't trick you into buying their hard-to-follow and expensive meal plans. Now, the researchers from this study observed that the individuals that lost the most weight over the period of the study splurged all weekend long by taking advantage of this one simple loophole. Now, it gets better. When you strategically combine the powerful approach of the study with essentially tricking your body using what's called hormonal manipulation, you'll actually burn 65% more fat than any other strict diet that you've ever tried before, all while splurging even more Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or any other 3 days that you like. In fact, a study from the Journal of Obesity shows that participants that took advantage of hormonal manipulation had a 34% decrease in their waist alone. And this is without even using the power of the Cornell University loophole. Yet, I took it a step further to help my clients even more. So I compiled a list of over 20 unusual metabolism boosting secrets I stumbled on from dozens of conferences that I attended and even taught at. These are simple hacks that will ramp up your metabolism, and many of them have nothing to do with diet or exercise, just like this one. I would have my clients over the first 21 days decrease their home thermostat by 2 degrees. Now you might be wondering, why in the world would I ask them to do that? Well, did you know that you can actually boost your daily calorie burn by 80% by simply turning down your thermostat by 2 degrees? Scott Isaacs, medical doctor, said that cooler temperatures flip on the switch that makes your body burn calories like a furnace. Turning the thermostat down just a couple of degrees can help you burn an additional 100 calories per day. That's 700 calories per week without diet or exercise. That's the equivalent of 21 chocolate chip cookies being melted away. Now, these powerful metabolism hacks get you faster results and keep you motivated to continue your path to vibrant health. Now, you can probably imagine the power of using these metabolism hacks along with the Cornell University study diet loophole and hormonal manipulation, yet that wasn't enough. I asked myself, what would happen if we took advantage of manipulating our hormones, leveraged the power of the Cornell University study, and essentially trick our bodies into a lightning speed metabolism, all while activating your hot zones? Now, without hammering your knees, hips, and back, without even looking at a treadmill, or even touching a single weight. Now, is this even possible? Well, I studied hundreds of clients' files and discovered that we all possess this metabolic switch, and it gets turned on and high when we activate what's called our hot zone areas. It's just like flipping on the switch to your metabolism, and it lasts for 36 to 48 hours. The truth is, there are over 600 muscles in the human body, yet many of these muscles don't even boost your metabolism that much. However, there are 4 hot zones that burn calories all day long when activated. Honestly, you can ignore the rest, because when you activate these hot zones alone in a specific order, you'll boost your fat loss by 450%, according to a study published in the journal Metabolism. Nothing more is really needed. It's a combination that will change your life. The Cornell University study that lets you abandon your diet 3 days a week, hormonal manipulation to complement the Cornell University study, metabolism hacks that boost your metabolism so you'll burn fat while you sleep, and a simple way to activate your metabolically active hot zones without any grueling exercise or cardio. Lori was my first client to try this amazing combination. So of course, that is exactly what I did with the rest of my clients. The results were overwhelmingly exciting. Can you imagine tightening your loose skin, or stopping and even reversing the aging process, and shedding layers of fat around your hips, thighs, and belly in just 21 days? More importantly, the simple formula to keeping it off once and for all, it's like your body fat doesn't stand a chance using all 4 of these transformation pillars, all being leveraged synergistically together, that create a metabolic boost so strong you finally get to see your achievable body. So here you are, probably wondering where to start to take advantage of this groundbreaking science. That's why I put together a simple day-to-day guide to drastically change your health over the next 21 days. I've seen some users drop up to 11 pounds of fat in their first week without ever doing any running, cardio, or suffering through any hardcore exercise DVD. You'll know exactly what foods to enjoy and in what quantities without ever counting a single calorie. Whether you want to lose 5, 10, or even 19 pounds in your first 21 days, just like Lori, all while reprogramming your metabolism to a faster rate, no matter your age, in just a few weeks. You see, everything is given to you in a step-by-step path. And of course, it's so simple to understand, you can start within minutes. You'll even get a progress tracking cheat sheet that takes less than 5 minutes per week, so you can see your success in the mirror and on paper. That way, you'll never need an expensive body fat scale or pay a trainer to evaluate you. Now, here comes the funny part. I figured with all this proven science structured in a way to burn more calories than anyone thought possible, and it being very doable, I would call it the achievable body. And out of the thousands of people who have tried this 4-pillar transformation approach, the average fat loss, not just weight loss, but pure fat in the first 21 days is 14 pounds. However, there's people like Robin who, a grandmother in her 50s, lost 17 pounds in 21 days. And then there are people like Lori that went from a size 22 to a size 14 in just a matter of a few weeks, including 10 pounds in the first week. And then there's people like Leslie that even though she was already lean, she still managed to find a way to lose 22 pounds and get second place in the transformation contest. Now listen, because this is important. This is not just a quick fix. Sure, you'll lose weight safely, reverse your aging process, and reprogram your metabolism. However, the Achievable Body Blueprint is specifically designed to keep the weight off. And your unique weight, metabolism, and body shape is, well, unique. So you'll get the done-for-you tools that will tailor to your specific goals and achieve your desired weight and health. Plus, you'll know exactly how to approach your transformation in a way that is best for you. You'll even know how to make adjustments for life's obstacles so you'll never lose progress. Now remember, you will never do any calorie counting. And no, you won't have to buy expensive organic foods either, or any supplements. Just a simple outline to follow, then your weekly 3-day escape to eat whatever you want while taking advantage of the Cornell University loophole. And you won't need any equipment to activate your 4 hot zones to skyrocket your metabolism. Nor will you be jumping over and over, destroying your knees and hips, or doing any extreme exercise. Now, remember what you learned? Extreme exercise zaps you of your energy and robs your body of vital nutrients. However, if you're serious about slimming your waistline, erasing your muffin top, and trimming your body fat, I'm going to include a simple done-for-you guide that will show you exactly how to activate your 4 hot zones in a tiny fraction of the time, without ever leaving your home, so you'll burn 450% more calories while you sleep, work, or even drive. And you'll continue to burn calories for 40 hours or more. I'll even include detailed, high-quality videos that will show you how to do each move to burn more fat. You can even download them to your phone, tablet, or computer. I've mapped out the first 8 weeks day to day for you, and you'll be given the know-how to lose as much fat as you wish. Plus, you'll discover the truth about detoxes and what you can do in just 4 days to remove dangerous toxins that are in your system right now. You won't be drinking any nasty cleanse drinks or starving either. In fact, it's the only 4-day detox on the market that encourages you to eat. This 4-day detox is perfect to use just before a reunion, your next anniversary, or big event. Or you could start your journey with this 4-day detox, just like my mom did to jumpstart her weight loss. Now your body will start scrubbing away dangerous toxins, helping you eliminate stomach puffiness and bloating. All it takes is going to page 7 of the book, and you'll immediately start eliminating toxic buildup in your gut. And it begins working within just a few hours with one powerful herb. Now, even if you don't want to lose weight, but would love to feel more energetic and vibrant, just jump to page 12 to improve your digestion, flush out toxins, and within 20 minutes have a surge of energy. In fact, on page 17, you'll get a detailed list of foods to enjoy all 4 days that are delicious and help you repair your digestive tract so you'll be able to digest food so much easier. Now, it's probably clear to you there's nothing else like the Achievable Body Blueprint, especially coming from someone like me who has actually been in your shoes. It's the complete done-for-you and doable system that works with your body, not against it, to rapidly and safely melt fat and help you get back in shape, overcoming metabolic damage, and completely transform your health, even if you're on the edge of giving up like Lori was. Now listen, is this your only road to vibrant health, confidence, and reshaping your body? No, but let's be realistic here. You can continue to try the latest and much more severely strict diet fads, and perhaps play an exercise DVD that destroys your joints, hips, knees, and back. But you have to wonder, if these programs really worked and their claims were actually true, then why are 35.7% of men and women obese and close to 75% of men and women overweight? And these numbers are actually climbing every year. Not only that, but remember the visceral fat we discussed? The dangerous fat around your belly that is linked to heart disease? Heart disease is the #1 cause of death globally, representing 31% of all deaths. Think about it. This could easily be someone you know, someone in your family, all because they simply didn't know the power of the system. Now look, I've personally worked with people that tried Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, Biggest Loser exercise DVDs, P90X, and even Nutrisystem and more. And all they had to show for it was a damaged metabolism, feeling hungry all the time, and nagging pain in their joints, hips, and back. Not to mention having to measure the food all the time and meticulously track every bite eaten. And you already learned today what this does to your body, robbing you of energy and begging your body to store every bite of food you eat as it goes into starvation mode. Now, another reason I'm doing this, well, there's something I didn't tell you about Lori. She's actually my mom, and that's her holding my son Champ. And this is her with all of her grandchildren. So this is what it looks like to be free from diet prison. You see, everything in the past that her and thousands of others have tried caused multiple binges, which led to weight gain. Now look, I realize you can invest anywhere between $400 to $800 a month on a personal trainer or even a nutritionist, who quite frankly can get certified in a single day without any prior experience, and drinks nothing but protein shakes all day saying, hey bro, you need more protein. Plus, they have no idea how your metabolism works and how it drastically changes once you hit your 30s, and how it changes yet again in your 40s, 50s, and 60s. Or you can follow the simple, structured, yet doable plan of the Achievable Body Blueprint that leverages the power of the Cornell University study that lets you abandon your diet, ridding your body of dangerous visceral fat, and addresses your 4 major hot zones, and detoxifies your system so that you can keep the fat off so much easier without suffering any painful diet ever again, all while enjoying easy, mouth-watering food that rapidly melts body fat and crushes your cravings. Not to mention over 20 unusual metabolism-boosting secrets, a unique 1, 2, 3, 4 punch that you won't find with the Biggest Loser, as they spend hours and hours in a gym every day, or Weight Watchers where you have to track every single bite eaten, or even this lady telling you to never eat carbs again. In fact, the Achievable Body Blueprint is so straightforward, you'll be able to take advantage of these secrets, including the Cornell University loophole, in under 2 minutes. Now, don't become a prisoner of dangerous supplements on the market that disturb your body's natural system, tricking your body into thinking it's full. So the second you stop taking them, you gain weight faster than ever. Besides, have you ever read the label on these miracle bottles or even heard their cheesy commercials? The proprietary blends exist so they don't have to share exactly what's in them. The side effects are shocking. Loss of breath, increased or irregular heartbeat, nausea, depression, nervousness and anxiety, headaches and even migraines, inability to sleep, and so much more. And yes, even death. You can imagine the strain and stress that puts on your body, and you can think of how defeated you would feel to consume these expensive supplements only to find out your blood pressure increased, your body retains water, and you're finding yourself constantly irritable. You won't find that with the Achievable Body Blueprint, because you actually get to enjoy more food. You won't starve yourself, and you won't need a gym membership. It's simple. You follow the structured formula inside the nutrition guide loophole and eat more of the food you love, and start enjoying the thrill of improving your health for years and years to come. And because I use scientific studies and proof, even doctors have recommended this system. And of course, over 51,000 people just like you have used my approach to get back in shape. Now, to hear me speak at a health conference, fitness professionals invested $497 to learn my secrets to a transformation so that it could help their clients. Even then, that would be substantially less than 2 doctor visits and some expensive prescription meds, which would just mask the problem anyway. Or even seeing a personal trainer 3 times a week for less than 2 weeks. Yet once you get your hands on this simple system, the unusual metabolism boosting secrets, the step-by-step guide on how to take advantage of the Cornell University loophole, the hot zone shortcut to boosting your metabolism by 450%, the detox secrets to eliminating dangerous toxins without starving, all while giving you the ability to adjust based on your unique shape and goals. And don't forget the detailed how-to videos that you can watch online or download to your phone, computer, or tablet so that you rapidly melt fat while enjoying abandoning your diet every single weekend, while rejuvenating your metabolism and reversing your internal clock and tightening your loose skin. More importantly, imagine drastically reducing your risk of disease naturally with no medicine whatsoever. Now listen, there are also experiences that can't be placed to certain value. For example, Lori playing with her grandchildren with abundant energy. What could you do with your abundant energy? Go on a quiet walk with your children or grandchildren? Create memories with your family now that you have the energy and not shy away from having your photo taken? These are things God intended for you to enjoy for years and years to come. Now imagine having your best years in front of you rather than behind you like most people. Saying yes to going out with your family because you actually feel incredible enough to go, and perhaps picking up a new hobby because you finally have the energy to try it, all while feeling and looking your best ever. In fact, people tell my mom she looks 10 years younger. And it's all due to you taking advantage of the 4 transformation pillars of burning calories through the Achievable Body Blueprint and taking responsibility for your health. Now, this life-changing blueprint at $247 would be a steal considering it's half of what fitness professionals invested to hear me speak. But you know what? Money isn't what my life here on earth is about. This Achievable Body Blueprint is what propelled my career in health. The truth is, I wouldn't even be here sharing the system with you had I not taken that first step on day 1. Now, although it was uncomfortable for me, God pushed me to take that first step, and I'm glad he did. After all, here you are. And listen, I wanted to be real with you, which is why you won't invest anywhere near the $247 to get instant access to the Achievable Body Blueprint today. Hey, look, you won't even have to invest $147 or even $97, which is drastically less than a single session with a trainer and dietitian. When you say yes to the Achievable Body Blueprint today, you'll be taking responsibility of taking control of your own life while achieving the best shape and energy in years. All I'm asking is a small donation to this website's operations of just $57. Now, I know you might be surprised at this incredible value and you're ready to get started. Yet, before you do, I just wanted to thank you for watching this limited time presentation. That's why you're not going to even invest the deeply discounted donation price of $57. Only through today's special video presentation, you'll get instant access to everything you need for a one-time secure investment of only $37. When you say yes, you'll be given instant access to the simple, doctor-trusted, scientifically researched blueprint to rapidly lose weight and start turning back your biological clock. Act now by clicking on the button below. Now, once you click on the button below, you'll be taken to a secure order form that looks like this. Once you've entered your info, you'll get instant access to the entire Achievable Body Blueprint and the bonuses. You'll immediately be able to view the exact 4-day detox and the easy-to-follow guide to take advantage of the Cornell University loophole. This includes the list of foods to follow for just 4 days so that you can abandon your diet all weekend long while other diets forbid a single cheat meal. How to burn 450% more calories in a tiny fraction of time, not to mention how-to videos you can see online or even download to your phone, computer, or tablet. And of course, the 21 unusual secrets to boost your metabolism that I use with my clients, including my own mom. Now, these are the tricks outside of diet and exercise that will boost your metabolism in less than 5 minutes from now, as well as the tracking cheat sheet so you can see your success in the mirror and on paper, directly from your computer, tablet, or phone without waiting a single day for it to arrive in the mail. You can download the entire Achievable Body Blueprint and all of the bonuses, or even print them out. You can start in less than 90 seconds from now. The proven and complete scientific solution to your achievable body and vibrant health is on the other side. Act now by clicking on the button below. And if you're still concerned about it not working for you, there's one thing that I haven't mentioned. You have 60 full days to try the entire Achievable Body system and bonuses on me, risk-free, and either you're overwhelmed by the positive results or you pay nothing. Listen, I realize it's crazy for me to tell you to enjoy more of the foods you crave, including way more carbs, while drastically cutting back your exercise time. Now, even though I have thousands of stories of people who have struggled with horrible genetics and a crawling metabolism, suddenly break through plateaus and optimize their hormones so they experience an efficient, fat-burning metabolism and abundant energy while naturally losing all the weight they want, all you needed was a step in the right direction with something that was doable from someone who has actually been there. Now remember, this is the most important decision you can ever make in your life. Now, if you think about it, you've made it this far, and it looks like your health is important to you. And I know beyond the shadow of a doubt, I've done everything within my power to share this with you, including sharing my painful story. Now remember, you're only agreeing to try the Achievable Body Blueprint for a full 60 days. All you have to do is click on the button below to get started. Then you'll get instant access to the entire Achievable Body Blueprint and the bonuses, including the powerful 4-day detox that rapidly burns off the most fat possible while never starving. The easy-to-follow guide to take advantage of the Cornell University loophole so you can abandon your diet all weekend long while other diets forbid a single cheat meal. Burn 450% more calories by simply turning on your 4 hot zones. Not to mention how-to videos so you can see online or even download to your phone, computer, or tablet. And of course, the 21 unusual secrets to boost your metabolism, as well as the tracking cheat sheets so you can see your success in the mirror and on paper, so you can lose all the weight you desire. Now go ahead. Take 60 full days to simply try this incredible blueprint. And for any reason you're not completely thrilled with your results, or you don't see your family and friends turning their heads at your transformation, or you're not waking up every morning with abundant energy and your clothes are not falling off of you, and even if you hate the cover of the downloadable guide, just shoot us an email to the address we give you on the secure download page, and I will immediately refund 100% of your entire investment with no questions asked and absolutely no hassles. Plus, I'll let you keep the entire Achievable Body Blueprint and the bonuses on me in case you ever change your mind and want to try it again in the future. Yes, you heard me correctly. I did say I will refund you 100% instantly if the Achievable Body Blueprint is not for you. Now remember, no questions asked. I am so confident and excited about this blueprint working for you. You're just agreeing to give it an honest shot for 60 days. The risk is on me while you're taking full advantage of this solution, and that is fine with me. Look, this is all about you reclaiming not only your health, but your life. And if by some unusual and extremely slim chance you're not happy, I don't want to take a single cent from you. Your choice is easy, but I can't guarantee how long I'll offer this blueprint. All so you can quickly feel younger, finally break free from diet prison, naturally boost your metabolism, energy, and vitality while shedding all the weight you want and enjoying the journey. Take action now by clicking on the button below. Now you can imagine if this site is suddenly no longer here because of the thousands of fitness professionals investing 13 times your donation investment, asking me to take it down. And frankly, I would understand that. And you wouldn't be able to take advantage of such a simple, doable blueprint you've been desperately trying to find. After all, that means no more suffering through any more bland diets, feeling hungry all the time with cravings through the roof, or struggling with extreme workouts and having to go to a stinky meathead-filled gym while relying on expensive medication. No more procrastinating. Act now by clicking the Add to Cart button you see below this presentation. Well, this presentation is about to end. This is your final chance to make this 100% risk-free decision. It's up to you if you desire to get serious about your health and reclaim your life. You can click away and continue to look for answers down a path of strict dieting and extreme exercise. That is your call. But can I ask you something? What is really going to change? Are you going to beat up your body with fad exercise programs or suffer starving yourself with the latest and greatest fad diet, only to be disappointed yet again? Are you going to continue throwing money away for a gym membership that you don't even use? Will you continue to wake up feeling groggy and practically dragging yourself out of bed every day, only to battle cravings and fatigue all day long? How would you lose all the weight you ever wanted? How would you discover abundant energy you didn't even know that you had? How would you end your metabolic damage that is robbing you of your health? Or even get rid of the dangerous visceral fat that is toxic to your body, leading to heart disease or any life-ending conditions? You could decide not now and do nothing while your body silently suffers and then suddenly disease holds your body hostage, much like it would happen to my mom had she not done something about it. None of these are on your bucket list, and you know that. This is why you need to click on the Add to Cart button below and at least try the Achievable Body Blueprint for yourself right now, with 100% of the risk on me. Get the step-by-step guides, 21 metabolism boosting secrets, the exact 4-day detox to get your fastest results, the Hot Zone formula to boost your fat-burning hormones by 450%, including the videos, and the exact rescue plan of how to finally break out of diet prison. And you'll get to see how simple it is to burn off stubborn fat that's been lingering for far too long, while transforming your body into a healthy, fat-burning machine and achieving resilient health that will be willing to go to war against disease. All while eliminating dangerous visceral fat and toxins so you not only look 10 to 20 years younger, but even feel decades younger in just a matter of a few weeks. It is now up to you. To your healthy, vibrant life and achievable body, this is Mike Whitfield. Are you still here? I understand. We covered a lot of information and you still may have some questions about what you just saw. Here are some of the most common questions people ask about the Achievable Body Blueprint. Why do I continue to struggle after getting in shape even after I have a little success? My answer? You're using a short-term plan such as extreme workouts or strict dieting. That means short-term results because these are things that are too difficult to stick to for life and are simply band-aids for temporary success. However, the Achievable Body Blueprint includes consistent freedom from dieting for days, not just a cheat meal or even a single cheat day. And you'll never do any extreme exercise, making your journey so much easier. Question: Mike, I lost 9 pounds in my first 7 days. Is this normal? My answer: congratulations. You responded really well to the Achievable Body. Our average weight loss in the first week has been around 5 pounds. However, we have seen some people as much as 11 pounds in the first week. But it's way more than just weight loss. Everyone responds differently. But after the first week of using the Achievable Body, most people experience not only 5 or more pounds of weight loss, but also a surge of consistent energy, mood improvement, and a more positive outlook, feeling more mobile and a visible difference in their clothes, and most importantly, momentum. Question: how can eating more of my favorite foods help me lose weight? My answer: remember in the presentation about the Cornell University study? Chronic dieting with so-called healthy foods slows down your metabolism and stresses your body, causing your body to flood with cortisol, which is a fat-storing hormone. Plus, with strict dieting, you'll lack vital nutrients and minerals needed to break down visceral fat, which is the most dangerous fat surrounding your organs. Question: what happens after I click on Add to Cart? My answer: once you click on the Add to Cart button below, you'll be taken to our secure checkout page. It looks just like this. You then just enter your information, and then you'll be given instant access to the Achievable Body Blueprint plus all the bonuses. You can view everything right on your computer, tablet, or phone. and you can even download everything and print out as many copies as you wish. Question: how does your guarantee work? My answer: this blueprint not only saved my mom's life, but other men and women as well. It even saved my own life. I want to make it as easy as possible for you to just try it. That meant removing all the risk and putting it on myself, making it a no-brainer decision for you. Once you click that add to cart button, you get a full 60 days to try the entire blueprint out for yourself. And if you're not happy for any reason at all, you simply send me an email to the address we provide on the download page, and I will refund every cent with no questions asked. Plus, I'll let you keep the entire blueprint and the bonuses. Question: how long will the Achievable Body Blueprint be available? My answer: it's hard to say. With fitness professionals investing as much as 13 times more than what you're investing today, to see me present this very same blueprint to help them with their clients, I'm feeling pushed, and rightfully so, to shut down the site or at the very least raise the price. I think that's fair of them to ask, and I may have to oblige. So if you're serious about transforming your life, you need to act now. Question: Mike, I'm ready to change my life. What is my first step? My answer: simply click on the add to cart button below. Get the entire program and bonuses and be protected by a 60-day money-back guarantee. I have removed all risks. You have nothing to lose and a resilient, healthy life to gain.